Hey guys, I'm Chewy Mew, but my real name is Eric, and welcome back to another Chewy Mew review. In this review, I reviewed the Spider-Man Classics Mysterio. A pretty good figure, but let's put him aside, and let's grab the figure for today's review. Today's review is going to be of the Spider-Man Classics Ultimate Rhino figure. So this figure, as you might be able to tell, has been customized. And this figure also originally had a gimmick. I'm not sure how the gimmick worked. I don't even remember how it worked. I think you would move the arm and the head. You would move some, I think you would twist the waist or something and the arm would punch or something like that and the head would move too. Not too sure. That broke a while ago and then I did some customization to it. So, as far as the customization, I didn't customize the look. I mean, the look did change, but the customization was kind of to gain articulation. So the original figure, his legs could only move like this. You can only do this with his legs. You know, there's a notification on my phone, sorry. The legs could only move like this, but because I did some customization, though this leg is really loose now. This one's not loose though, but I had articulation. I took another figure, I think it was like from the Incredible Hulk movie, Abomination. It broke, like the head broke or something, so I just decided to cut his legs off and put them on here. So the legs can move like this. So if you look up like the Spider-Man Classics Ultimate Rhino figure, it actually doesn't have that. So I'm really glad I did that. Now that I've talked over that, also I painted these two, painted them. This one's loose just because it's just hard, you know, doing stuff like that. But I did it. I'm probably gonna at some point, maybe in the future, I might take some clay and like stick it in here to make it not look like not have a gap in between his legs. This side it's not as bad, but I might do that. Nah, we'll see. You never know. If I do, I'll let you guys know, and if I don't, I might let you guys know. I don't know. Alright, so as far as articulation goes, the head is kind of like a bobblehead a little bit, like it moves a lot. The horn is also very rubbery too. This horn is rubbery too. All the spikes, well, these spikes actually are pretty hard, but this one, which that's a big spike, it's very rubbery in case like you poke a kid in the eye. It's not gonna, like, you know, it's not like a pencil to the eye, you know, it's not like a dart. It's more like, just a rubbery thing. This one's rubbery too. The head sculpt looks pretty good on this guy, actually. Pretty like, very angry face. And white teeth. You know, a guy that looks crazy like this, I wouldn't think he had white teeth, but who am I to judge? I think it looks really cool with the very good, like, there's blue and gray. There's a little blue dot of paint right there. There's blue and gray, gunmetal gray, like a lot of silver, dirty gray and stuff. A lot of cool colors, looks really awesome. I really like the design of Ultimate Rhino. I definitely prefer the classic look I definitely prefer like the classic Rhino look, but I definitely think this is pretty cool too. So let's take a look at his articulation. Also the arm, that arm clicks. I think the articulation was something like, I think like not the articulation, the gimmick was something like you twist the waist and then the arm like punches or something like that. Something happens, I don't remember what it was, but either way, let's take a look at his articulation. So the head, like I said, it doesn't move. It's kind of just like a bobblehead, just wiggles around. Because I think when you twisted the waist, the arm punched and the head would move or something. I don't know. The arms would rotate all the way around, but he has these shoulder pads. I'm really glad mine didn't break because I see a lot of them like on eBay and stuff where the shoulder pads broke. But I'm glad mine didn't, because without shoulder pads, he looks really weird. And the legs are so loose. I'm probably going to have to do something about that, maybe even after this video. The arm goes out, doesn't go out all the way because it doesn't have a joint. It doesn't have like the joint part like that piece to go all the way up. It doesn't have like that, like, because that's where the joint moves. It only goes up that high. Only goes up that high on both sides. Actually, the left arm goes a little higher. He doesn't have a double joint in the elbow, but he does have a single joint. It's a pretty good single joint. It goes about almost 90 degrees. He has a rotation in the wrist here. Actually, rotation on both sides. I think the hands are the same. The one finger, the index finger, moves on its own, and the finger looks like it's coming off, kind of. Oh well. And then the other three fingers move independently, and the thumb moves too, like that. The thumb moves the same on this one. The thumb moves the same way. These three fingers move independently, and this finger moves as well. Alright, next, now, the waist. There's nothing here, no joints here, which I'm kind of glad. I kind of like that. Because if it had joints here, it would break up this mold. I think the mold looks really nice. It looks like very, you know, like mechanical looking, which, I mean, that's how it's supposed to look. The waist rotates only that way. It only goes that far. It doesn't go more. Legs are super loose. I think they're more loose because I've been moving them around, but oh well. The legs, like, yeah, like I showed the legs, Rhino can do the splits. The legs can kick up pretty good. This one kicks up too, but it falls right back down because the joints are so loose. He has a double bend in the knee. I don't know why they gave him double bends in the knees, but only a single bend in the arms, or in the elbows. Yeah, well, you know. And has a very good joint, very good, like a joint in the ankle, and a very good pivot. So his ankles pivot pretty good, like pretty good pivot. I guess because the way the figure is meant to stand, you can put him like very stance like that. And then a single bend in the toe, or I guess the foot, like the whole front of the foot, all the toes bend. So yeah, this figure, I always like this figure. I usually would just have him like in a pose like this, and I would just have him and Spider-Man, like this Spider-Man, my favorite Spider-Man, my first Spider-Man. I actually reviewed this first. I would just have him like, just Rhino just be doing that, because the legs didn't move much, so I wouldn't play too much. But I'm really gonna have to look at this leg. This leg that's just too loose. But either way, I will see you guys in the next review. Put Rhino in position, or actually no, that's gonna be all for this review. Put Rhino in a position. He's like, yeah, boy, I'm tough. Because that's my voice for Rhino, I guess. But if you like this review, that's good. Let me know down in the comments. You know, leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. You can see more of these reviews. You can learn about my upcoming Spider-Man 3 fan film that I'm working on. I've been working on it for a few months. I took a break because of the whole COVID-19 thing, and I want to spend time with my family. I'm working with the personal stuff. I really do want to finish it. I will finish it, just a matter of time before, like, I want to start working on it again. But if you enjoyed this review, that's really good. Let me know what you think about this figure, and I will see you in the next video. Wow.